Okay, now let us get into this article from our credible source. Now, with this article, you need to use critical thinking, you need to connect the dots, and most definitely ask questions, right? Now, our credible source is Euronews. Listen to what our credible source is saying. A cavity is not a vagina. Trans woman refuse health care in France. Now, here we go. Because when this group known as LGBTQ, when they don't get their way, all hell break loose. Let's get into this evidence. The French doctor admitted he didn't have the training or knowledge to treat trans patients. As expert says, there's no need for a trans woman to visit a gynecologist at all, and I do agree. What exactly is this gynecologist going to look for in a trans woman? A trans woman have a cavity hole. There's no fallopian tubes, no womb, no ovaries. What exactly is a gynecologist going to examine? What is he treating? Let's continue with the evidence. I only treat real women. That's what French gynecologist told a 26-year-old transgender woman he refused to treat in his clinic in the southwest of the country recently. The transgender woman, accompanied by her boyfriend, went to a gynecological appointment when, after minutes of waiting, the secretary told her that the doctor had refused to see her. I told her that I'm not competent, but I can guide you. I can refer you to services that can take better care of you. But after I said that, things went south, the gynecologist told Euronews. I thought I was being honest when I said it wasn't my specialty. I don't know how to treat them, and I don't mind being called ignorant, he added. You're transphobic, the young woman reportedly shouted as she left the consulting room. According to the gynecologist, the patient began to insult his secretary, reacting violently to the refusal. That is how they react. They should always get their way. The woman's partner, still in shock, left a comment in the clinic's Google review complaining about what had happened. The doctor replied with a message addressed to a gentleman claiming that he treated real women. Now, what is wrong with what the doctor says? There's nothing wrong with what he's saying. He only treats real women. He's not competent enough to deal with a man that transitioned to a woman with a cavity hole. What is it he said wrong? People need to understand the time and season we are living in. And this LGBTQ agenda is making a mockery out of Western medicine, and it's making a mockery out of our universities, right? And we're talking about universities where people come from far and wide to go to, and they pay thousands of pounds. Why would you want to go into a university in a country that they don't know what a man or a woman is? They don't know the difference. But you're willing to go to a university in that country, right? You need to ask questions. This thing known as the LGBTQ agenda is starting to make our doctors and universities look like a circus show, and it's not good. And if they don't get their way, you're all sorts of transphobic, right? Because you must accept their way. You must do as you're told. That's how they bully their way into people's lives. A transgender man is a transgender woman, sorry, as they say, is not a real woman, right? Your DNA is a man. The mutilated cavity hole that they give you is not the same as a real vagina. Someone needs to tell you that. It doesn't matter how much surgery you do. It doesn't matter how much woman spaces you occupy. It doesn't make you a woman. And this type of thing is not happening in China. It's not happening in Russia. Why is it happening in the West? Why is it that we are taking part in this mental illness? Why? Why are we taking part in it? Why do we sit and allow these people to bully us? We need to understand the time and season we are in. We need to seek the face of the Most High. Let us pray and say, glory be to the Most High.